So you said that you've been around for 20 years here in Sumner.
Yes.
When you started, how different are your residents now than they were 20 years ago?
When we first started, most of our residents were more independent, and they were coming straight out of their own homes, and they wanted to do a lot more traveling and getting out of the facility. And we still have a certain amount of those types of seniors that are moving into our community. But what we've seen over the last 20 years is that seniors are needing more and more help when they move in to our facility. So we call it our acuity of care. We've seen that rise over the years.
So are the people themselves different? I mean, we're talking about, 20 years, we're talking about a different generation, really.
We sure are. When we first opened, we didn't have resident computers because our residents didn't use computers. They didn't know, none of them owned them. And I remember one of the first years we opened, we set up a resident computer, and we signed up with an online program to teach residents how to use the computers and how to access the internet to be able to communicate with people around the country or around the world. And just trying to teach them how to use the mouse was really challenging, because I had sweet lady, she would put the mouse down on the table, and I'd try to get her to show how the cursor would move, and her hand would just fall off the table. She didn't realize you could pick up the mouse and move it again. So it's just kind of a fun example of our computer knowledge. Nowadays, our residents are moving in, and they want to know if we have Wi-Fi, and they want to know how quickly they can get their computers hooked up in their apartments. They come with their iPads, and I see a lot more of that as time goes on. I see a lot more residents who live here.
That would put them a lot more on social media too, wouldn't it?
Yes, absolutely. It was really funny when they first started trying to use just email to do letters. That was amazing that they could send a letter to their family that quickly, that their family member could get it within minutes of them writing it and sending it. And they thought that was really slick. Now we're talking FaceTime, Zoom meetings, virtual doctor's appointments. We're having a lot more of that happen than we ever have before. And I see a lot more of that continuing to happen.
So COVID